Hey everyone, I'm here. I'm just sharing some links and we'll start playing shortly. Don't go anywhere. I promise there will be Magic the Gathering content. Alright, I'm here. How's everyone doing today? We will be playing the Epic Storm 12.8 in a league, and then I don't know what the other deck we're going to play is, but I plan on playing a second deck today. So maybe Lurrus Lotus Breach, Cycle Storm, Pioneer Lotus, just something different. I don't want to play the same deck twice, so we're going to switch it up today. I took the day off of work, so I have time to play two different leagues today before the old lady gets home. And then I'm going to enjoy the rest of my birthday. But for now, let's play some Magic. Pull up my data spreadsheet so we can get going. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Yeah, 22 years old. That's how old I am. I am 33 this year. Very, very old. Or at least my back feels that way. I don't know if we're going to play Hypergenesis, Joey. I don't know how many people actually want to watch that. I feel like I'm going to play one of my signature decks today, not to crush the mood this early, but it's going to be either Cycle Storm, Lurrus Lotus Breach, or Pioneer Lotus combo, one of those. I might put up a poll or something at the end of the first stream. All right, so it looks like we have some people here. I'm going to wait a few more moments and then we can hop on in. Hello, 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 everyone. Jordan, I don't think a single chair is going to fix back issues, but the new chair has certainly helped. Thank you, everyone, for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. If you're just getting here, I know that I shilled earlier on the internet, but we just launched a brand new Patreon, and it is 100% going towards paying the site writers. If you're a member of this channel, that goes towards me and the countless hours that I spend making videos for everyone, but the Patreon is really for the website content. So if you're a fan of the articles, the sideboard guides, everything else that we do over at theepicstorm.com, definitely go join the Patreon, because that money is going towards our writers. I want to start paying them monthly, and that's what that cost really goes towards. So if you want to do something nice for my birthday, definitely consider that. I would really, really appreciate it, because as much as I love buying everyone the end of the year holiday gifts, it would just feel a lot better if I could pay them per article, and that's what I'm looking to do moving forward. So if you haven't already, definitely go check out the Patreon. There's a bunch of really sweet perks in there as well, so it's a win-win for everyone. Definitely go get that looked at, or whatever. That was a weird way of saying it, but you know what I mean. Dan South, my favorite Storm deck is the Epic Storm, but after that, I think it's probably Cycle Storm. I love playing that deck, and I actually recorded a league last night with Phil Gallagher, so be on the lookout for that over at Thraben University. Okay, it looks like we have a decent amount of people here. Why don't we hop on in and play some Magic with the Epic Storm version 12.8? Okay. Let's do it live. All right, match number 1. Sorry, I woke up not that long ago. I definitely slept in today, so I'm a little bit out of it right now. But hopefully this league goes well and I don't misplay too badly. Okay. Into play, the Cloudpost Legend. Yes, I would love to play first. This hand is trash, so we're going to ship it back. So what our opponent's looking to do is they want to... I guess they've been playing some Doomsday. That comes to mind now, actually. But what we're looking to do is not lose to... What is it called? Pithing Needle on Wishclaw Talisman, because that's how the 12 close deck usually beats us. That said, Into Play has been on Doomsday recently. I think I'm still going to bottom the defense grid here, but there is some argument to keeping it because of the fact that they've been on Doomsday recently. Hey Fel, how's it going? If I couldn't play the 4th carpet, what would I play? The 4th carpet of flowers. That's the real answer. So everybody in the Storm Discord is talking about not playing the 4th carpet for something like Grapeshot. But the fact of the matter is, Delver in any realistic metagame, and I'm not talking about local metagames, I'm talking about things larger than locals. Carpet is just so important at beating the Delver decks where you want all 4, but if you weren't going to play it for budget reasons, probably Grapeshot, but I think the real answer is that you should just get Carpet of Flowers. Alright, so we're going to bottom the defense grid and just hope that they're on the 12 post deck. Alright, so we're going to fetch, grab this Underground Sea. We're playing the fetch first to avoid, well that was really good, to avoid Needle. And next turn we have Peer into the Abyss, or we have a Veil-backed something. And they are on Cloudpost. So our opponent is about to get peered, and I love it. What a way to start the stream. Add a red, blue, Burning Wish, and let's add some black mana. Oh, Phil, you're too kind. I'm not handsome. I've definitely gained a lot of weight over the last few years due to COVID. And Peer into the Abyss. And that's game number 1 over Cloudpost. You'll love to see it. Alright, updating the old spreadsheet here. Okay, so I'm going to switch this back. I was cube drafting recently, and I talk about this in a couple of my videos, but I really like the card view, but when I'm cube drafting, it just has to be pile view or else it doesn't make sense to me. But against the post deck, we definitely want to keep our defense grid. Veil of Summer does actual nothing, so those can get boarded out. And I think you want the Chain of Vapors, and there's some argument to having Relay. You can also have Abrupt Decay, but I don't think either of them are like that spectacular. I don't know. Like, just that many destroy effects tends to not be very good. And let's bring up a recent into play deck list. Goldfish. Okay. Sorry, this is taking longer than I expected. What is taking so long? Come on, load. Alright, popular decks. Actually, I should have seen the player thing. Did it work? All right, there we go. So like Mono-Green Post. Yeah, like they don't even have anything that we want to Abrupt Decay. So I don't think I'm going to bring in the Decay, and instead I'm going to bring in a couple copies of Galvanic Relay. Let's try this out. Peer into Concession. Yeah, that's certainly a name for the card. Do I have a barometer in my house? I don't know if I, like, that's sort of a weird question. Maybe. I don't know. All right, Ancient Tomb. So we're looking to not lose to Mindbreak Trap because they do play 4 of it. But then again, we could potentially lose to Force of Vigor as well. So it's a tough one. Don't know exactly what I want to do here. I feel like we put Chain on the bottom and then like Burning Wish on top, and we just now try to play around Mindbreak Trap. We can set up a Peer through Mindbreak, but it's going to hurt if they Force a Vigor. Alright, and let's pass the turn. Alright, so there's the second Ancient Tomb. Thought-Knot Seer is not going to be good enough, I'm sorry. There's a Peer into Disbiss coming. That is correct. Veil of Summer does not stop Mindbreak Trap. Mindbreak Trap does not counter a spell. It exiles a spell from the stack. No! That hurt. Okay, so we have a Chain of Vapor on top of our deck. I don't know. I think we still get Peer. Maybe I get Empty? Or not Empty, Echo? I feel like Echo against them is like kind of a trap because they just redraw into a bunch of Mind Breaks. But I'm still like pretty far away from Peer. Alright, I'm gonna grab Peer. Just pass the turn. Thank you for the $1 donation, Joey. Alright. So now we're drawing Chain of Vapor and we're passing the turn. So our best draw is Dark Ritual because that puts us 1 mana away from Peer, and then a land drop would do it. Prime Time was the card they pitched to the Force of Vigor. Vesuva, copying Forest, okay. Let's draw. So now we're just a Dark Ritual away. Thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. So I'm going to bounce the Thought-Knot Seer on their end step here. And the reason I do it is I'm going to 5 life. And if I bounce it next turn, they can just replay it. And it doesn't work out well for me. So I'm going to try to spike a Dark Ritual here. And we have 2 draws because the Thought-Knot Seer lets us draw a card when it leaves play. Alright, so we draw and we spiked it. Draw. How lucky. Dark Ritual. Okay, and a Peer into Disbiss. Okay, we're at 2, so we're not dead to this Elvish, whatever you want to call it. Chrome Mox, and let's imprint Relay. Rite of Flame. A little bit late on mana here, actually. Dark Ritual. Everyone, thanks again for all the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. And all the super thanks stuff that's going on in the chat. Sorry, it's like tough to play and commentate while watching chat. Like, I just don't enjoy streaming, but I've been trying it recently. So right now, like, normally the plan here would be to double Tendrils, but we just don't have any mana, so it's like kind of awkward. They have 3 cards in hand. We know one of them is a Thought-Knot Seer. I guess I can Chain of Vapor for Storm here, plus it makes a couple mana. Okay. Let's bounce our Opal. And then I'm not really going to bounce the Elvish Reclaimer, or Elvish Rejuvenator, I mean, because it gives them a green card for Force of Vigor, and I just don't think that's a wise play. Alright, let's play some more Chrome Mox in. Probably pitch this Ad Nauseam. I don't see myself actually using that. Pitch a Ponder, and let's cast Ponder. Get rid of those lands. Thank you for swinging by. I do appreciate it. Dark Ritual's a fine pickup here. Let's take that. Dark Writ. Let's play the Opal. Cast this Ponder. Looking to make a little bit more mana here. We can shuffle that. Alright, so the Ponder replaced itself. That's fine. So I think we're short of double Tendrils. We have 9 mana. Yeah, we have 12 mana. So if I had double Tendrils in the board, that would do it. But something we can do is empty into Tendrils. So it's empty first. I mean, if Into Play has Tabernacle, they have Tabernacle. If they have, because they have 3 cards in hand, we know one of them is Thought-Knot Seer. So it has to be both Tabernacle and Mindbreak Trap, because we know that the other card is Thought-Knot Seer. Glad everyone's here. 43 people. There's Mindbreak number 1. Lines at Diamond. Okay. Now we try to do it again. Alright, Burning Wish. And that's going to do it. So we are 1-0 in this league. Woot, woot. Hell yeah. I'll update our record in just a second. How's everyone enjoying the stream so far? Thank you for coming by, saying happy birthday, all that good stuff. If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out. All right, looks like we're back, and just in time because we got paired for match number 2. Hello everyone, hello, we're on the play. I feel like I've played this person before and they were on Doomsday. That said, this hand isn't keepable against any deck, so we're going to ship this. Alright, against Better Judgment, I'm going to keep. This hand is not amazing. Don't think that this is like your ideal hand. I'm just keeping it because it has LED Veil, and you know, it's essentially a 5-card hand. That's how I'm looking at it. Looks like they're F6'd. They might not be on Doomsday. Ponder. I mean, this looks good to me. Let's hide that Burning Wish. Okay, pass the turn. Thank you for all of these super thanks in chat. I do appreciate it. Although, what I would appreciate more, honestly, is if you signed up for our Patreon. I know that I talked about it in the intro, but I really would love to start paying all of our writers, so I would love that. Dirty Chalice of the Void players. Come on, it's my birthday, and you're going to play Chalice against me. I guess it's better than if you were to play Karn. I think Karn is actually offensive. Alright, so we're going to cast... let's get Badlands here. We're going to cast Echo. Alright, Burning Wish. Let's grab Echo and spin that wheel. Alright. So obviously we're not winning this game. Yikes. That did not go well. Yeah, Brainstorm certainly is a powerful card. A powerful card that cannot be cast. Am I getting Karned? Chalice on 2? Sure. Draw. Pass the turn. So we're technically still alive. I mean, it seems like we're dead, I'm aware. But we do have an Ad Nauseam that we can use to find our Tendrils. Alright, this person just hates fun. They're on Moon Stompy, huh? Okay. There's our attendees. I mean, I'm not going to be able to win this, though. Let's just see what they do. Maybe they'll tap their Ancient Tomb exactly 6 more times. And there's the old rabble. Alright, I'm going to pick this one up and just save myself some life equity here and go to game number 2. Alright, so we lost that one. We mulliganed once, and on to game 2. So Defense Grid can get out of here, and I don't mind leaving in a couple copies of Veil because they do help you beat Chalice 0, and they're green cards for Chromox, so that way you can cast your Abrupt Decays a little bit more easily. I don't think Relay is actually a card we're interested in, so let's take that out. Thanks, Joey. I do appreciate it. Alright, so this hand is just way too slow. We have to ship this. This is turn 1 Wish Claw into 4 mana. On turn 2. So if we spiked an LED or something, we could theoretically win. And our opponent kept 7. I think I'm going to go to 5. This isn't great either. This is just like a worse version of our 6-card hand. Why would I do this to myself? Alright. Dark Ritual. And I think something that I talk about in our Discord a lot is how I don't take these losses personally. Like, you're allowed to lose at Magic. You don't deserve to beat everything. And I just don't let it bother me. Because, like, nothing against our opponent's deck. I'm sure our opponent's a very intelligent person. But these decks are not very good. And they're not a large portion of the metagame. So I'm not interested in really beating them. So you'll notice there's no Pulverize in our sideboard, which used to be a sideboard staple for this matchup. But the Moon Stompy decks are less than 1% of the metagame. I'm not trying to beat everything. I'm just trying to maximize my actual win percentage. And it looks like they're giving us a window here. If I was to draw Lion's Eye Diamond, we just have this. Oh, well, that shuts off Lion's Eye Diamond. Draw. Can't cast that now. Pass the turn. Thank you to everyone that's here. I do appreciate it. Okay, honestly, I'm probably going to pick this up in a second. The War Boss into Magus. Magus doesn't really matter. We're 1 mana short of Ad Nauseam. I just have to pass here. Why Taiga over Volk? One, it doesn't really matter, but two, Veil of Summer and Abrupt Decay both beat this Chalice, where you only have one blue card that's better. Alright, we're at 1 whole life. Oh, I can't believe we didn't win. Let's cast Ponder. Shuffle. I can't even activate it. I mean, it taps for a red, but I don't want that. Dark Ritual. Mox Opal. I can't believe it was countered. And let's concede. I could Tendrils for 4, but that just doesn't matter. Alright, we're 1-1 in this birthday stream. Trying to find in the back end, the first time that I streamed, there we go. Alright, so you get some pretty cool metrics on the live stream in the back end of YouTube, and I like looking at them while we're live. I forgot to do it in the second stream and then regretted it. Okay, match 3. Okay. This seems fine. I'm not really sure what our opponent's playing. I'm not looking people up on Goldfish today. I'm sort of just relaxing. We're going to play turn 1 Wishclaw and then turn 2 try to jam in Ad Nauseam. Alright. Claw. Opal, and then pass the turn. Oh no, a Wasteland. Draw. So we're a mana short of Ad Nauseam here. I'm just going to play another Claw. Whoops. It turns out you can't cast Wishclaw with Boros mana. Play the Claw and pass. Joey, I don't understand the question. Does it list best fan? Oh, I see. Never mind. You're talking about the YouTube backend. It does not. But it does list you higher due to the super thanks, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Andre, how's it going? Glad you caught us live. Andre is probably the channel's best supporter, so Andre, thank you. And by best, I mean Andre's a member of the Combo Cabal, does regular donation decks, buy stuff off the website. Andre's truly the best. Sorry, Joey, not to knock your title here, but Andre does a little bit more for the channel. Josh, I don't know if I really understand the question in terms of quality. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to gauge. Alright, and now let's cast Ad Nauseam. It doesn't really matter what mana we leave open because we have a land drop as well. Some Doug for you all. Alright. Let's just finish off this game here. Lion's Eye Diamond. I'm assuming our opponent's on lands. Mox Opal. Let's cast this Rite of Flame. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for being a channel member. If you are a channel member, you can use those emojis that you use regularly on videos here in the live stream as well. In our initial 7, I wouldn't say it's a snap keep. It's not great in every matchup, but it was a lazy keep for sure. Alright, so let's get rid of these Veils of Summer. Bring in Chains and Decays. You want to leave in Defense Grid because it stops things like Mindbreak Trap, but it also makes their Force of Vigors worse, or Endurance. So Defense Grid just does a little bit extra here. Garrett, I do not stop Ad Nauseam until it becomes dangerous. So it really depends on the matchup. For example, if you're facing Rug Delver, 9 becomes a dangerous life total because if you flip Echo, you're dead to Bolt. So there's some things that go into it, but in general, I flip until there becomes a risk. Because if you stop early, you run the risk of like losing to a random piece of hate you didn't think of. So it's just usually good practice to keep it going and not stop. Like, there's one thing I noticed a lot about Ant players, if I'm being honest, is they always stop like the second that they think they have a deterministic kill. And I always found that to be really weird. Joey pushing the Storm Chantress propaganda. All right, waiting for game 2. Sorry, I know that I'm not very interesting. Congrats on the new job, Andre. Yeah, the stuff going on in Russia is obviously not great. I'm not as educated as I should be on the topic, so I'm not going to go in depth, so that's all you're going to get out of me. Alright, this hand seems fairly decent against lands. Waiting on our opponent. Thanks, Spencer, I appreciate it. If you're going to stick around, because I know that some of you are just popping in, but if you're going to stick around, I'd be interested to know what format you would like to see next, because I'm only doing one league of the Epic Storm. After that, I want to switch format, so your options are Lurrus Lotus Breach, Cycle Storm and Pauper, or Pioneer Lotus Field. I can put a poll up at some point, but let's see if I can do that now. I guess it's a visual poll through OBS. It's weird. I don't think I like that. Let's delete this. I just like added a poll in the middle of the screen. Mox Diamond. All right, so that pretty much does confirm that it's lands. And they just passed the turn. Verdant Catacombs. So we have Dark Ritual, Wishclaw. We can't Ad Nauseam here, so I'm going to pass the turn. You could Echo, but one of the things about this matchup is lands often brings in Pyroblast or Red Blast, so I don't really want to put Echo on the stack for no reason. Andre, I have some bad news for you, my very good friend. Nobody likes Vintage. Obviously, there's people that do like Vintage. I'm just saying that jokingly, but my Vintage videos are the worst performing thing on the channel by far, even behind the Cube videos. And my recent Cube video was the worst video I've uploaded in the last 2 months. So, also, it was sort of a bummer because, like, that Cube video ruled. I'm not even just saying that. It was genuinely a terrific video, and it got, like, 400 views the first day, which is terrible. Like, I have videos that get more than 400 views in the first hour, and it was just super disappointing seeing that. I've considered playing Mox Diamond in the Epic Storm in the past. It's just not worth it. Like, I think that you would play Mox Opal 4 or Chromox 4 before you would play Mox Diamond. Like, we're a deck with 13 lands. It's just not a reliable mana source. All right, opponent. What do you have? Okay, so that resolves. Let's put Ad Nauseam on the stack. Yeah, the Cube video is great. And I'm not trying to guilt anyone into watching it. I'm just saying that video ruled and it got like no views, and even less people watch my Vintage videos. Like, every time I upload a Vintage video, I feel like I'm punishing myself. I'm like, why did I do this to myself again? Nobody likes these. And it stinks because I actually really like playing Vintage, but it's tough to justify. I shouldn't have flipped there. That was actually risky. If I flipped the Echo, I could die to Punishing Fire. But it's just that nobody likes them, unfortunately. All right, let's cast Brainstorm because I love to. All right, we picked up a Lion's Eye Diamond. Not too bad. I'm going to cast Ponder here. Ponda. Shuffle. I do agree with Alex. It feels like there is a Force of Vigor pause going on. So because of that, I'm going to try to pick up a few artifacts here to see if they'll bite. Because if I play LED Wishclaw right now, they can respond to the second LED in Force of Vigor, where this sort of tells them, hey, you need a Force of Vigor now. Yeah, Underworld Breach has been very good. And there's the Vigor. They have 2 cards left. So now we just put Tendrils on the stack. Alright, so now we cast this Wishclaw. Okay. Activate. And we are now 3-1. This league's going by pretty quickly. Jeez, no time to even grab a drink here. Alright. Commune with Spirits in Stormchantress. That is not a card that I would personally play. It's not an enchantment. It doesn't really do much of what you're looking to do. I don't know. It's just not a card that I think you really want. I don't know what our opponent's playing, so I'm going to try this. Volcanic Island. Okay. Sorry, I didn't actually end up putting in the results of the last game, so I'm going to do that real quick. And now we're on the draw against boring old blue-red Delver. Okay. Lotus Petal. I'm just going to cast Ponder here. These seem fine to me. Let's try it. Pass the turn. Brainstorm. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Grixis Delver. My oh my. Who plays Grixis anymore? So it's weird because the real draw to playing Grixis is you get Gurmag Angler, but that doesn't work super well with Dragon Rage Channeler. It does have this like weird sort of combo finish with Murktide Regent, but I don't know. I think I put back a... I actually think I put back the Brainstorm here. And I'm going to keep the Petal back. So you could play out the Petal, and it does two things. One, it protects you from Thoughtseize, and two, it protects you from Daze. But I want to keep it as a Storm count, because this hand is a hand that could empty next turn. And that was just super powerful. We're definitely going to keep this. And in my opinion, it's best to keep the Wish Claw on top, because if they do have Thoughtseize, they're probably taking the Burning Wish here. And another Brainstorm. Milling a Murktide. One of the things about live streaming versus recording is when I'm recording, I can just sit here in silence while my opponent brainstorms for 5 minutes. But when you're live streaming, you're encouraged to keep on talking, and that's just like not who I am. So that's a little bit awkward. Okay, and another Brainstorm. It's crazy the amount of cards that these decks get to see between Dragon Rage Channeler, Ponder, Brainstorm, all that good stuff. Alright, so Channeler getting in. Let me take our draw. Let's see what we can do here. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. Lion's Eye Diamond. Wishclaw Talisman. I mean, we're going to put a pull up later. I'm not sure what I'll play yet. Alright, so that resolved. I think we just play a chant here, or not a chant, a Veil of Summer here. And another Brainstorm. So we actually just have lethal Tendrils at the moment, regardless of what our opponent does. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I do appreciate it. Veil of Summer. And they are playing Daze. I mean, this Daze just doesn't matter. I guess I'll pay. It's like sort of free. Sure. I guess I lose if I draw the Tendrils off the Veil, so I should sack the Lion's Eye Diamond now. And let's activate it. Go grab that chicken tenders. We can pay with this. We still have a 4th mana over here in the Lotus Petal. I drew a Wish Claw. Alright. And then the tenders. Well, my name is Bryant, for what it's worth. It's not Brian, but thank you. All right, and that's game number 1 over Grixis Delver. Natural Storm into the main deck Tendrils on turn 3. All right, so we're going to try the traditional Delver plan here where we have Carpet of Flowers and then the Relays. This deck is just so good at bullying the Delver decks, in my opinion. Okay, that's how we board. This is how we do. Oh, Alex McKinley would like to be a guest, everyone. I just noticed that. Hey, Chris, how's it going? Thank you for the birthday wishes. This is sort of risky. This is the sort of hand that just gets so rewarded when you draw relay though. I'm going to be more disciplined and mulligan this, but I want to keep it. All right. Like, I'm not excited about keeping this hand. Like, part of me thinks that I'd rather have kept my 7 than keep this 6. Hey, Chris, I actually shipped those out this morning. Hey, Jax, thank you. Did I say Chris? Cole, I shipped those out this morning. Ben, Xanid Swarm is no longer playable for a number of reasons. But I think the biggest reason is Prismatic Strands. Or not Prismatic Strands, Prismatic Ending. Alright, we're just going to play Volcanic and pass here. Thank you for the super thanks. Like, same thing with Hope-Agirper, where we played Hope because it worked well with Mox Opal, but the biggest thing is, like, Prismatic Ending, just, like, they're allowed to play main deck removal on 1, where we used to have this juke. That juke doesn't exist anymore. It's just not very good. Like, the Xanid Storm was only ever good because, your opponents would board out removal, and that's just not the case anymore. I think I'm going to cast this here. I also never understand why people think that they're so smart doing it in the upkeep. In my opinion, it's like a little bit of like it's a common thing too. So I don't know like where there was this meeting that everyone decided that it was the correct play, but it's very strange to me. All right, so that happens. And I think I'm just going to pass here. Scalding Tarn. Draw the other Brainstorm. And I'm just going to pass. There's no need to, like, one thing I find that is players feel like this pressure to cast their spells because they can. And that's just not who I am. Like, your odds of winning go up the longer you can afford to wait. Here's a Ponder. Yeah, I feel like I'm in decent shape, Jax. I mean, I don't think it's for stifle, because like I don't have anything that can be stifled, so there's no real point in wasting me and my upkeep. Alright, and there's the Channeler. Also, Stifle is a terrible Magic card. Like, you should not be playing that card in the year 2022. Alright. We're getting Pyroed. You got it. Four cards in our opponent's hand. Draw. Lotus Petal was a good one. So we're going to play Carpet here. The Green Dark Ritual. Switch phases. Yes, let's add some red. Defense grid. Yeah, Jax, I would agree. TS is very good against the pinnacle of the legacy metagame. Days. I'm going to pay for that using... They milled a force. So if I ritual here and it resolves... I think I'm supposed to ritual, because then I could relay or even tendrils. Where if I pay, I can't... I don't know. Like, if they force this, obviously it looks bad, but I think you're supposed to. Alright. I mean, it happens. I'm gonna pay for the days. Alright, we have to pass the turn. We can come back next turn, though. Like, that's one of the nice things about Carpet, is, like, that Carpet is still a Dark Ritual. And if they don't play the Volcanic Island, that's fine, too, because I have a defense grid. Hey, Nathan, how's it going? Alright, so Wasteland, that's still fine. Surgical on... Ooh, they get my Dark Ritual here. Okay. A little bit awkward. So I think now we want to draw, like, Lion's Eye Diamonds, so that way we can echo. Alright, so... we're getting 2 mana here. I wonder if this is a situation where we're supposed to relay for 3. We know that our opponent's last card in hand is a Volcanic Island. I don't know. So we get 2 red. And if I want to relay, I actually lose the petal too. Is a relay for 3 really worth it? I think I'm actually just going to sit pretty here. I don't need to do anything else. Pass the turn. Brainstorm. So they found a way of converting this extra Volcanic Island in their hand. That's kind of unfortunate for us. Two cards in hand, and we're going to take 1. Draw. Taiga. I just don't know. So this represents 2 mana. This would be 3, 4, 5. So we're 2 mana off of Pier. We're only 1 mana off of an Echo. Maybe I'm supposed to just Echo. Or grab Echo, because it also, like, makes me a little bit better against Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna grab Echo here. I'm gonna hold back there. No, I'll play Taiga. Because if I do spin the wheel on Echo, I want to be able to play a land. I'd be pretty shocked if our opponent played Feed the Swarm on Carpet of Flowers. And another Brainstorm. So there's the Volcanic Island that they put back that they just milled with. Wow, 65 people here. Thank you for joining us. After this Legacy League, we will be switching formats to another format. We'll put a poll up, but it's going to be Pioneer Lotus combo, Pauper Cycle Storm, or Modern, probably Lurrus Lotus Breach. All right, 17. Draw. Pro Mox. So 2, 3, 4, 5. We're one short. We're just going to pass the turn here. Okay. Will you fetch? Yeah, they didn't want to redraw that card off Brainstorm. So it's worth noting they have a potential force up here. What are you doing? Expressive? Yep. Vintage is not on the table. I'm sorry. I mentioned it earlier before you got here, Nathan, but like people don't watch my vintage content and it hurts me in the algorithm, so I'm just not going to do vintage. I'm sorry. What's a lion's eye Diamond Jacks? I don't understand. What's a LED? Am I supposed to draw those? I think your opponent's probably digging for another wasteland here, if I had to guess. And they found it. All right, so this is 3, 4, 5. So any card we could imprint does it. That does it as well. All right, Rite of Flame. Cole, there's a Lurrus video dropping tomorrow. Okay, so let's play the Chromox for Metalcraft purposes. And I guess Storm too, because we do have 3 relays in our deck that we could draw into. And spin the wheel. I think I'm supposed to just pass here. Like, why play out Lotus Petal trying to spike a Miracle Brainstorm? It's just losing Storm, and that's going to hurt my relay chances next turn. So I'm just going to pass. Yeah, I mean, 20 cards in graveyard with no Delirium is a little bit unlucky, but I think there's also a decent chance that it's like, this is how they sideboarded and built their deck. Meltdown for 2, so Defense Grid gone. That's okay, we have double Veil of Summer. Something, Summertime Magic. And this Carpet of Flowers just doing work. Surgical on Echo, you got it. Yeah, so this is one of the examples of what I talked about in the Storm Discord yesterday, with Carpet just giving you the consistent ability to keep on playing Haymakers turn after turn. But not everyone's going to agree with you all the time. It's fine. All right, let's play Brainstorm here. Beautiful. All right, so I think I'm going to put back one of the Brainstorms. I don't know if we actually need Triple Veil, but I don't know. I am 33 today. Let's Brainstorm again, increase that storm count a little bit. We've played a land, so let's put back the 2 lands here. Opal. Let's try Veil. So they're going to let this resolve because they know that we have the relay in hand. And I'm going to keep back Double Veil for next turn. I guess I need to make a red mana at some point. But one-sided Wheel of Fortune here, Galvanic Relay. We're clearing 2 lands off the top of our deck from Brainstorm as well. Alright, so we hit a Wish Claw, that's good. We should be able to win the game next turn. I don't understand. They surgicaled on their own end step. I don't understand why that's relevant, though. Glad you found our channel through Belcher. Alright, so now our opponent gets to untap with 6 cards in hand. Our draw's actually, like, we're doing fine right now, but our draw's actually been a little bit underwhelming this game. This looks like a Murktide Regent. Yep. Alright, draw. Another Claw. Let's add some black mana here. Play the Swamp. Rite of Flame. The Diamond. We basically want to trick our opponent, because, like, they could have Stifle, and that's pretty much the only card we're afraid of. So we want to trick our opponent somehow. Let's try Veil. So yeah, we're definitely looking to beat Stifle here. Thank you for the donation. I mentioned this earlier, but rather than donating to this chat, I would really love it if everyone became a supporter of our Patreon. That's what we're doing right now, because I would like to start paying our writers over at the Epic Storm that write articles and tons of content and the Cyborg guides and everything else. So if you're watching this, please consider becoming a patron. I would greatly appreciate that. But right now we're trying to figure out how to be a theoretical Stifle in our opponent's hand. I boarded out the Ad Nauseam. Our echoes have been surgical. I might just be forced to put Tendrils on the stack. I'm not sure. Our grid is gone. We have no echoes. I think I might just be dead to the Stifle. Let's see if they Stifle this. They did not. That actually looked like an F6. Let's grab Brainstorm. Cast it. Yeah, that's an F6. We'll put back Carpet, Veil, I guess. Rite of Flame. Diamond. Wishclaw. Sack for black. Go get Tendrils. And they conceded. They just had nothing. All right, so we are 3-1 over Grixis. Delver. Woot woot. How about that? Thank you for the donations through chat. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Chad Brown and Western Space. But once again, I really would love some love over at our Patreon. The YouTube membership does not support the site writers. The YouTube is just me. I put so much time and effort into all of our videos every single week. And, well, I'll be honest, the writers don't have anything to do with the YouTube channel. This is all me. So I keep all of the stuff that goes to the YouTube membership. But the Patreon is really for the site writers. They're two separate things. We lost to Moon Stompy. I mean, Stifle stinks, but sometimes people play it. I should see what turn that was. Turn 10, you know, easy game. All right, this is going to be the final match of Legacy. Cole, there are 3 levels of Patreon subscriptions. $5, $25, and $65. It really depends on what you're trying to get out of it. I'll bring that up. Why not? One moment. Our match can wait. So this is our Patreon subscription tier. The $5 one is really just supporting us. You do get access to the member section of our Discord. The $25 tier, you get 10% off our shop merchandise. You actually get to guest in an article. So you could be in, you know, a matchup mulligan or infernal tutoring. You know, we have a bunch of different series through the Looking Glass, so you actually get to be featured in one of those. So I need to talk to Alex Crow, who recently joined our $25 Stormtrooper tier, about becoming, or I guess, guesting in one of those. And then with our 65, you get a reoccurring one-on-one tutoring session every single month. And that's actually cheaper than our normal price. So a tutoring session is $75. You save $10 by becoming a Patreon. And you get 50% off YouTube donation decks. This is the only thing that's tied to our channel, and 50% off our shop. So you do get some savings as well. Justin, I appreciate anyone who watches the YouTube channel, but if you don't use the Epic Storm site, then don't become a patron. I don't know. Like, you can support the writers if you like that sort of thing, I guess. But like, we hear all the time how much people love that we have a free cyborg guide on the website. That's something that you should probably become a patron for. All right, final match of Legacy. On the play. This seems reasonable. We're 34% every single draw step to hit, and we already have Veil of Summer to protect us, so I think that this hand's fine. Opponent takes a mulligan to 6. All right, Tropical Island pass the turn. All right, likely a Delver variant again. Draw. Speaking of action spells, there's one. We could try to play Claw here. I don't hate it. Let's imprint this Rite of Flame, Lotus Petal. And I'm pulling out all of my artifacts here because I want to incentivize them to force. Thanks, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Lion's Eye Diamond. And let's play the Claw. Brainstorm, okay. Let's see what happens. This might be a situation where we use that main deck Galvanic Relay, who knows. Wish Claw. Honestly, I'm somewhat tempted here. I'd like to try it out. Let's use the Veil of Summer. We drew a land. Alright, so we have a relay for 7. I think I'm going to take that. Galvanic Relay. Like, there's not much that Delver can get in game 1 with the Claw that matters here. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Okay. That looks fairly reasonable. One thing to note about the Echo of Aeons, you cannot discard it from exile, so in order to cast it, you do have to pay the full casting cost. Main deck relay. Hope you enjoyed my singing. Brainstorm. Ooh, not Delver. What are you doing? Or are you just like 4-color control? Well, look at that. Howdy. Lion's Eye Diamond. I've seen that card before. Jax, you were complaining that we never draw Diamond. That was for you. Mox Opal. Move that out of the way. I think we Dark Ritual into Claw here. Let's play the Claw. Thank you, Joel. Okay, so that is resolved. Let's play Ponder. That's a weird one. So okay, we can do this. So I brainstorm into the all right, I think I've got it. Cast Brainstorm, and we're gonna hold priority and add 3 green. Put back the Ad Nauseam. Or I'll put back everything but the Ad Nauseam. And now we can activate the Claw. Or actually, should I cast Veil first? We should probably Veil first. Okay. Now we go get Dark Ritual. Cast the Dark Ritual. And now we fetch and we get to cast Ad Nauseam without Echo or Relay in the deck. Dominic, I don't understand your comment if I'm being honest. Okay, so we're just going to keep flipping, and we can safely flip down to 4 life here. Right, so that puts us to 3. We have 3 mana here. We're 1 mana short of a win by the looks of it. I know I have Dark Ritual. I'm a dummy. I can click no. Whoops. You know, reading is very hard. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Relay is nuts. A lot of people were low on it, but, you know, it's okay to be wrong. Like, that's something that I've definitely been before is wrong. Like, it's tough to evaluate new cards. I don't want to hold it against anyone. Like, I thought Dread Horde wasn't that good when it came out. Like, who cares? But I saw, like, it as a mini Mind's Desire. Even though you had to wait a turn, the mana cost was so much better, and I just happened to be right on how powerful that was. I know that Jax, we've talked about it in the Storm Discord, but I think Relay is actually better than Mind's Desire, which is kind of insane. Okay, so this could potentially be the last game of Legacy. I don't really know what we're facing here, if I'm being completely honest. So I'm wondering about a hybrid plan where we do something like this and don't bring in the carpets. Board out the Echo. Or, well, maybe I'll do 2 carpets. Let's try this out. So I think I'm going to give that win to Relay. I feel like Relay deserved that one. And not to make fun of Alex here, but Alex has this unnatural hate for Yawgmoth's Will. Like, thinks it's trash in all formats, including Cube. I don't understand it. Alex just doesn't like the card. But I don't know. Nathan, I haven't seen that many people on Stifle, but like if you're going to play Grixis Delver, I think there's a fair assumption that you're the type of person that would play Stifle. So that's why I was considering it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the birthday wishes. We're going to keep. All right, draw. Hello, that was good. What are you playing? Is this the mirror? No, they got Savannah game 1. I don't really know what they're doing. I think I'm just gonna pass. Sorry about my dog. Dress down. I'm sure my mic is picking up the barking. Okay. Sure. Draw. Hello. Let's see if we can party. So, Force of Vigor is a card I'm slightly concerned with here. At least this way, if I play the Claw first, I could... No, I guess that doesn't work because I boarded out Echo. I don't know. Lion's Eye Diamond. I don't think it's the 5-color version. I could be wrong. He's a very good pupper, Bill. He just doesn't like it when people walk by our house. Very protective. Our boy's turning 12 this year. Old boy. Come on, let it be summertime. Yeah, my dog is not quite that large. I have a lab pit bull mix who's about 55 pounds. Force of Will on the Veil of Summer, pitching a dress down. Well, I'm gonna cast another Veil of Summer. So they're just dead to Force here, or dead to Tendrils here. Pitching Narset. I guess if they have Flusterstorm, we get got, but I mean, if they have it all, they have it all, right? Like, you just can't play around everything. That's Tendrils. Sorry, you. They haven't conceded yet, so I'm betting that they have the Fluster. Oh, and we finished 4-1. So we 2-0'd every opponent that wasn't the Moon Stompy player. So I think that's like, it shows you that TS is well positioned right now. Like, we just crushed the blue decks. All right, so someone smarter than me has to help me figure out how to make a poll, because I'm not great at the whole streaming thing. That was a turn 2, which is pretty sweet. I think I'm just gonna put them down as like 4-color control. I think that's a fair judgment. All right, so how do I ooh, that's a very old girl, Bill. But how do I make a poll here? Alex, you're our mod. Help me out here. What do I do? I guess we could just do it the old-fashioned way too. Like, I can just look at chat and figure it out. But if you'd rather watch Pauper Cycle Storm, Pioneer Lotus Field, or Lotus Lurrus Breach in Modern, put that into the chat, I guess. I'm not sure what to do. Let me see if I can actually make this poll work. Like, there's a built-in poll system into this. Let's try it out. I don't know if this is actually working. So it says settings for poll. I'm looking at this right now. Sorry, I'm very new to streaming. But like, it doesn't look like this is actually doing anything because the box appears on screen, at least for me, over off to the side, but it doesn't actually show here anywhere. Oh, is that it? Nope, this is just more pop-ups. Cool. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like right now it's like Pauper versus Modern. Alright, so apparently Tall, Shark, and Handsome is giving me instructions. Let's see if I can make this work. There we go. Alright, this is going to work. 1 second. Thank you, Jim. Oh, well, Alex, you didn't say that. I don't know, like... Oh, well, we're not doing the straw polls thing. We're using the one built into YouTube. So, everyone select your vote, and we'll play soon. Thank you to everyone that's here hanging out. Oh, Jim. Tall, Shark, and Handsome. Looks like Lotus Breach is winning pretty by a lot right now, 61%. How long does this last for? I wonder. Sorry, I'm all very new to this. It did not give me a... Oh, it just like allows me to end it whenever I want. So right now is 136. I will end it at 140. How about that? We'll give it a few minutes. And if you don't like watching the poll run, thanks for hanging out while you did, but I'm just going to let it go for a few minutes. And, you know, we can chat for a few minutes while that's happening. So let's close this out. Tomorrow's Lotus video will premiere this list that I've been trying, or debut this list that I've been trying, where I tried to go back to like a multiple empty plan, and it was pretty good. I really liked it. So multiple empty the Warrens, so that basically the way that the Grixis Delver decks or Grixis Death Shadow decks are right now is they're really weak to empty. They're not running any EEs, and the shadow matchup is pretty tough. So empty actually really solves that, and you don't shut off your Lurrus like you would with an Ave. So I've really liked these so far, but also I recorded this list with Phil Gallagher last night, and I lost a burn again. So the thought process behind this list was that Exhume allows you to bring back healers for cycling to gain a bunch of life, and that way you wouldn't need green for Gnaw to the Bone. But I lost a burn again, so I'm 1 and 2 with that plan now, and maybe that plan's just not good enough. But I've been playing this Grixis list and really liking it, but maybe you just need green, I'm not sure. So I've been battling back and forth on that, on if you should be playing green. I don't know. It's tough to say. What cards do I think are worth picking up from recent sets? That's like a loaded question, Jim. There's so many cards. Like I personally went and bought a bunch of stuff from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. I bought Crabs, Invoke Prejudice. I bought the Blue March. I bought the Red March. I picked up pretty much everything you see here from Neon Dynasty, plus more. So I don't know. There's a lot of really playable cards in this set. Otherworldly Gaze is really good in Lurrus Breach. This was definitely a sleeper pick for me. I've come around on how good this card actually is. I don't know, there's a lot of powerful cards in new sets. Like Deadly Dispute. I mean, AFR is, you know, almost a year old now, but this set was so good. Alright, so we're almost to the 140 mark. Get your votes in. It looks like Lurrus Breach is going to win. Yeah, exactly, Joey. If you don't want to watch the poll, go become a patron. Exactly. Joey knows how to market. Unless we have something pretty drastic here in the next minute or so, it looks like Modern Lurrus Lotus Breach will be our winner. Hey Alex, you're slightly late. I could have used you like 3 minutes ago. We're in the middle of a poll where we're asking if you would rather watch Modern Lurrus Lotus Breach or Pauper Cycle Storm. You could have drummed up some support for Pauper. Alright, it looks like we are now at 140. I'm going to end the poll. And Modern Lurrus Lotus Breach was the winner. So I need to rent a couple cards from Card Hoarder here, and Card Hoarder is great. If you're not using them, they're by far the best renting service in my opinion, hands down. You can't tell me otherwise. Card Hoarder is amazing. And while I'm renting those,
if you enjoyed this video,
ad,
make sure to click that like button,
leave
leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks, and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm Fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for cyborg help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 cyborg guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic.
All right, I don't know if I ended that early or not, but it's tough to tell when the ad actually ends. Joey, I do not know. I guess I could log into the Card Hoarder dashboard, but when you sign up, it should have, if you go through the epicstorm.com site, there's what's called a campaign URL tied onto the URL. So if you ever click on a link from Facebook, you'll notice it's like $FB equals whatever. So those are called campaign URLs. If you go through the Epic Storm, there's a campaign URL on that lets Card Hoarder know that you signed up from the epicstorm.com or rented cards from the epicstorm.com, that sort of thing. And in that short minute and a half that I ran that ad, I was able to get my cards from Card Hoarder, and now we are ready to battle. So I'm going to switch our Legacy League title to Modern, and let's do it live. Finish that first league 4-1. So we'll put this back to 0-0. I think it's going to be a little bit weird if we combine them. All right. I felt a little bit lost recently in Modern, so I hope that this turns it around. All right, Modern League with Lurrus Lotus Breach. Hopefully we have some opponents that will concede to the combo and not make me click through today. It's not a very fun thing to go through, especially when you're live. It's just a lot of clicking. It's weird because like Lurrus Breach almost double won this poll, but recently the last few videos I've uploaded, like people just aren't watching it. Like it's one of those things where I think I'm uploading it too often. Yesterday's Cycle Storm video also didn't do incredibly well. They're like our signature decks here on this channel that people love, but you don't love watching them too often, it seems like. So maybe I need to space them out further, but then I get complaints that I only upload them once a month, which is strange. But, you know, the turnout isn't there when I do upload them, so I'm torn. Match number 1 with Lurrus Lotus Breach. All right, Cat Companion. This seems reasonable to me. How's everyone doing today? That's interesting, Alex. You think people are less interested in Pauper? I think Pauper feels like a very good format to me right now, so I'm kind of shocked by that. Interesting. I think Pauper's actually amazing right now. It's my second favorite format. Maybe I'm the wrong target audience. I'm not sure. Double red. Ooh, Glimpse of Tomorrow. That's what we're doing. All right, so I'm going to cast the Otherworldly Gaze here. Looking for Lotus Field. I think I'm just going to bin all of these. Draw. Okay, let's cast the Inquisition. A lot of violent outbursts. I mean, take one of them, I guess. So it's a little weird because they have one glimpse on suspend, and then I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to counter all of these. If they're like, they should just do it in my upkeep, but let's see what they do. I'm gonna force that. But they have one glimpse in suspend. So I'd have to find the other force in order for that to be like a good play. I think I'm just gonna grab an island here. Like, I could like grab a shock land, but then if I draw Lotus Field, I don't have any black sources, so that's a little strange. In our upkeep, we're gonna flashback Otherworldly Gaze. So we found Wishclaw Talisman, which is fine. Sort of a slower way of finding Lotus Field. I think we do it like that, and then we draw a Bobble this turn. And now we pass the turn. Let's bobble them. Yeah, like I feel like Popper, sorry, I'm like catching up on chat. It's tough to play and always read chat, but I feel like this has just been a truly amazing set for Popper, and like the format should just be thriving right now. All right, so we're gonna draw the claw, and then do I flashback Gaze here? I'm unsure. So the suspend is coming off next turn. Let's do Gaze, I guess. Keep Twiddle. Alright, so we're gonna play Claw. And hope that we don't get wrecked by this glimpse. Alright. They get to Warp World for 4. That's not good. Ugh. Come on. They actually gave me a window here by not taking the Twiddle. So if I draw a Lotus Field or a Breach, we win. Hey Jarvis, how's it going? So yeah, I think we need to draw exactly Breach or Lotus Field right here. Let's take the draw and see what we get. Bobble's not going to do it. Damn. Alright, we lost game number 1. Womp womp. So they are a Leyline of Sanctity deck, so I don't hate boarding in at least one copy of Void Snare. I am interested in more copies of Force Negation. I don't think we need the Pact in this matchup. I guess we actually have Echoing Truths. I don't need this Void Snare. And then we have to take out one card. I think you just like shave a Bobble. Because you don't really want to take anything else out, and you need to keep your blue count high for Force. The legend Jarvis Yu joining us in chat. Hope you're doing well, Jarvis. We went 4-1 in our legacy portion of this stream, playing a little bit of modern now. Seems solid. We just have to find land number 2. And then, this is a non-paid advertisement, but I am so obsessed with the show that I'm just going to talk about it now. I talked about it a little bit on the Eternal Glory podcast recently, but my wife and I, we cannot get enough of the after party. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd. Tomorrow, March 3rd, the season finale airs, and my wife isn't someone that like really reads Reddit that often, but she's like gone deep down the rabbit hole on reading Reddit theories and everything else about who done it, who did the killing, because it's very Clue-esque. And if you're a fan of that sort of thing, I would definitely check out the after party. We're both like obsessed. We've watched every episode twice. It's so good. There's like hidden clues in every episode. Definitely go watch that. And I don't think we need that many lands. I think I'm actually going to bottom or bin another one. And we can keep this one. Draw. And I'm actually going to consider main phase in case I draw into Inquisition of Kozilek. Consider. I think we bin that. I'm just going to be lazy and do this now. That finds Breach eventually. Pass the turn. Yeah, the Gruulstorm video was a lot of fun. My only regret is that I don't know how to read. And honestly, and I mentioned this in a group chat that I'm in, but I think the real issue is that I play so much Galvanic Relay that my mind wasn't wrapping around the idea that I could only play 2 of those cards. So it was definitely tough for me, but I think if I were to play the deck again after being punished that hard, that I'd probably get the hang of it. Glimpse of Tomorrow suspended. Alright, so let's play Talisman into Lotus Field. We have a win next turn. Glimpse, alright. I can't imagine that the suspend deck plays Force Negation. Brazen Borrower, okay. Draw. So we're a mana short of the Wish win. In theory, you could be a mad person and cast Consider looking to hit a twiddle effect, and that would give you a win. But this Glimpse isn't even coming off Suspend this turn, so I think you're supposed to just play it safe and play the Wish Claw. Thank you to everyone that's been here so far. I do appreciate it. And once again, if you're just joining the stream, or maybe you've been watching for a while and thinking about it, if you want to do a nice thing for my birthday, please become a member of our Patreon. I would greatly appreciate it. It goes and supports all of the site writers over at the website. It is separate from the YouTube membership. They are not tied in any way. And it goes towards paying our writers to create great articles. Alex recently wrote a Cycle Storm primer that knocked my socks off. I absolutely loved it. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, definitely go check those out. All right, they're just passing. Draw. Another Wish. Not what the doctor ordered. Let's twiddle here. Dispute. I'm gonna consider because I can. That can go to the graveyard. We've been disputed. So they have their Glimpse coming off Suspend. I think I'm going to bounce this plant token. Alright, we have to pass the turn. We have another dispute. Alright, so they're letting that go. Alex giving the details away in chat. Love it. Well, that glimpse of tomorrow did not go very well for the opponent. Okay. Draw. Watery Grave. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to play Underworld Breach here. Let's hope that it resolves. Is this a hardcast Mystical Dispute? It is. Alright, so that's been countered. Next turn, if we draw a land, we can play Wish into Breach. And I'm just gonna scour myself, why not? Looks like we weren't going to hit a land anyway. A land or a twiddle, that's what we're looking for here. Looks like they might be using Wishclaw for another glimpse effect. That is the case. Okay. Charlotte's Agent and another glimpse. Okay, so we could be dead here if they have another Emrakul. Bolas. Double Bolas. So they destroyed our Wishclaw. So now we're on the we have to draw a land or a twiddle in order to win plan. Oh, well now we have to draw a twiddle. Okay, I guess we could also draw Underworld Breach. Force is not going to do it here, so we got bodied by the Cascade deck. Unfortunate. And we're 0-1. Wump wump. Alright, that stunk. I actually have a Cascade deck in queue to be recorded. I don't think mine looks like that, though. If Garrett, if you're still here, Garrett submitted... Let me download this. Okay. I haven't even put it into here, but I can do it now. This is what Garrett submitted. I don't know what Tireless Provisioner does, but Looks like it creates treasures. This deck. So it looks like it's the elemental version, a lot lower to the ground, probably a lot more playable. I think the big versions are like sort of traps. They play more like combo decks, but this obviously looks less sweet because you're not playing like 15 mana spells, but I think it's probably better. I recorded this deck like 4 or 5 months ago, and it was a lot of fun to play. The video didn't do very well, but it was a blast, so maybe it does better this time around. Who knows? I have this deck in queue, and then a Pioneer Lotus combo variant that's pretty close to the last one that I uploaded, but they want to see Omniscience in the sideboard, so I'll be playing that. And I guess I can show that off. So this is the last build that I played, but they would like to see Omniscience over the 4th March, although I think March is bananas. I published a Pioneer Ascendancy list with March in it, and March just like way overperforms. I think this card is really being slept on. It's so good. The fact that it answers multiple hate pieces too is just so phenomenal. All right, game number 2. Maybe if I scrub out of this league, we can drop and play something different. My wife will be home at 3:30-ish. That is my hard cap, so that's when I need to leave. Let's try this out. Opponent hard respecting me, the mulligan to 4. Okay. According to my emails, we have a new patron, Joey. Joey, thank you. Swamp Expedition map. I don't know what that means. Another land was not what the doctor ordered. And here we're going to bobble ourselves because I want to be able to fetch and cast Consider. We can... I guess we do need to pay off eventually. Alright, we'll draw it. Kind of early for my wife to be home from work. Yeah, she works for the state. She works like 7:30 to 3:30 every day, so a little bit different. This looks like some sort of weird Pox deck. I'm not sure. Consider. We can bin that. Draw. Need to find Lotus Field. Bobble. Swamp on top. They're probably going to shuffle with the map anyway. Karn. So Karn doesn't really matter that much unless I draw Wishclaw Talisman. And even if it does matter, we do have this Echoing Truth. Yeah, Black Tron apparently. I've never seen this deck. We need to find Lotus Field. Alright, so I'm going to pass here, and we can hardcast Force on the Karn. Alright, no one likes Karn. Karn was a mistake. Let's get rid of it. I was reading a Reddit thread the other day about how like the lore of Karn going back in time to stop the Brothers' War was like this thing. And the only thing I could think of is like, are we really making Karn the hero of Magic? Because I hate Karn. Karn is the worst. Alright, so not going super well at the moment. I'm going to put Lurrus to hand, and the next... Woo, I didn't mean to do that. That was unfortunate. I'm gonna put Lurrus to hand, and then next turn we could play Lurrus and get back Bobble. Hey Brian, how's it going? Mind Stone. Draw. Ooh, we can see if we can protect our Lurrus here. Alright, so they have nothing. And then Lurrus into Bobble. Wooch wooch. We're an aggro deck. I should technically wait and do it in their upkeep. Alright, Bobble you. Karn is the worst. I will not hear anything else. I'm sorry. If you're pro Karn, you're welcome to leave this chat. Hate Karn. Karn is garbage. Something they don't tell you about it being your birthday is you'll get spam mail from every single thing you've ever signed up for. Like, my inbox is just like 50% junk mail today. Opponent's casting something, I think. Or maybe they're just using the Karn, I'm not sure. I hope it's like Ensnaring Bridge, so I can actually treat the Ensnaring Bridge and kill Karn. Give Karn the ending that he deserves. Could also just be like a Tormod's Crypt. Walking Ballista. Okay, that's weird. So we're gonna draw. I think we're supposed to attack Karn here, because I don't think they're actually going to block with Ballista. Ooh, they are. Okay. Sure. So we can breach for value here. I don't know how good that is, but it's something we're allowed to do. Might as well replay Bobble. Let's bounce the Karn, I think. Bobble. And another Karn on top. Okay. So now we're going to play Breach and just basically use Breach as a Galvanic Relay. It's not 6 minutes delayed. It's like 30 seconds delayed. It's just that I don't read chat as often as I should. I'm not a real streamer, for what it's worth. I'm just someone that's doing this because I wanted to. All right. Bobble again. And then Bobble again. Now we buy back a bauble. And hopefully this gets us closer to finding Lotus Field. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Kenny, someone in our Discord posted that they did well with a green splash list, but I think that list is just flawed. Like, in order for Boseiju to be worth it, you have to play basic forest. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. And you don't really want to play basic forest in this deck. Exactly. Shark and Handsome Nose. Cannot read. We're gonna bobble here. Hit that F6 key. And Karn going down again. Yeah, Justin, I agree. If people are upset by the delay, they can honestly just leave. Like, it's how YouTube does their streaming. I don't even have an option of turning it off. So it's just, it is what it is. It's like 30 seconds delayed. And I thought that I would, and I went in the back end, and there's just no way of turning it off. So, I mean, if people care that much, there's other people they can watch. My feelings will not be hurt. Draw. So, oh, we're in the upkeep, my bad. I could, in theory, try to win this turn. So I'd play Breach, play Wishclaw, activate. I'm a mana short. So I should just play the bobble. Get in there. Yeah. I think I have every fetchable land in my deck in play, but this Misty is a swamp thanks to Urborg, so we'll do that. We know that our opponent's last card in hand is Karn. So I'm going to tap this for a black and play the Wishclaw. On their end step, we can bounce Karn or the Tormod's Crypt with the Adawara. Okay, Lurrus Lotus Breach being a control deck, I guess. And there's Cabal Coffers. What large artifact do I lose to? I guess they've already used their Ballista. Should I give them a hand and untap their Cabal Coffers with my Twiddle? I mean, that's what being a real friend is, I think. Sundering Titan. That's not nice. Was not expecting that. They picked up a Walking Ballista. So I think I'm supposed to float mana here. Oh, this only costs 3 because I have a Lurrus. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. The whole legendary creature clause. So that was a mistake, or else I would twiddle the Tormod's Crypt. I guess I could still do that here, actually. But I should have done it before, or else they could remove the Adawara, so that's just a mistake. Playing and streaming is not easy. Bobble. Alright, so I think I'm going to use Wishclaw on my upkeep before I would draw that other Whirly Gaze. We just don't need that. And Walking Ballista, sure. Thank you to everyone that's been here as long as you have. I do appreciate it. And then let's activate this for Lotus Field, that card we cannot seem to find. Alright, now we draw a Bobble. Of course I draw another Lotus Field, that's how math works. And I will take another Dream's Grip. Let's float a blue. And I'm actually going to sacrifice the islands because then the Sunray Titan can't destroy my Misty, which I find kind of funny. And now we just get to do our thing. Okay, twiddle, twiddle, twiddle. Tap this for a red. We can play Underworld Breach off our Lurrus. And then twiddle the Lotus Field. I wonder if we even need a Tome Scour this game, or if we can just do it the old-fashioned way. Of like wish in a Grapeshot and then escape Grapeshot. I think we could probably do that. Okay. Storm is 6. Yeah, this is going to work, I think. Wish. Yeah, so we can just double Grapeshot them here. Woot woot. How about that? This was a very long game one. Hi-oh. All right. I don't think we probably need the forces here or the pact. Inquisition also didn't seem that very good. That good. So I think we probably want the Void Snares. Is this a matchup where we bring in empty? I just don't know. Then I guess we could bring back into Force. Like, Force is definitely better than Inquisition. Let's try this out. Yeah, well, I don't know if they bring in the Tormod scripts or if it's just like Leyline of the Void, if I'm being honest. But we have empty. This hand's pretty good. We're definitely going to keep this. Yeah, I'm sorry. Playing Modern Lurrus Lotus Breach, it's what the people wanted, but it seems like the chat's less active. Another empty. I'm just going to pass. I think I want to hold the Bobble for Storm. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Jarvis. They're most likely playing Ley Lines. Mindstone, sure. And Map. So they have the Cabal Coffers Urborg combo very early on. Consider. I think I'm going to just mill that. Okay, draw. There's a Lotus Field. So let's just play the Wishclaw here. We could have a win next turn. So I think I'm going to switch off the... should I? I guess it doesn't hurt to hang on to the bauble. Another coffers. Jeez. So they each make 3 mana. So it's like tapping itself, and there's a Karn. So this is why I held back the bauble. But the problem is that even if our opponent, I mean, like, if they play Karn, they're likely to have a sweeper. Draw. Wonder if there's a good way of doing this. Float blue, blue. Play the Lotus Field. So I could Dream's Grip, tap the Tormod's Crypt, untap Lotus Field. And that would give me 3 mana. And then Twiddle up to 5. Echoing Truth, bounce Karn. I'm a mana short of winning. Yeah, I don't think I can win this turn. Well, with a breach at least. Alright, so I think we just make goblins. Twiddle. Yeah, so I can go up to 6 mana, which is not enough to play double empty. So I think I'm supposed to bounce the Karn here. Moto's really not that expensive. I mean, you can rent decks fairly cheaply through Card Hoarder, so I think that's like paper's actually just more expensive. I don't know why people feel that way. Maybe empty's a trap against our opponent, and I should just be like doing like quad force, another Karn. Like, I don't know, it just seems like they have access to a lot of answers. I am not running Vizier. You cannot play Vizier with Lurrus. Alright, so we get to draw off the bauble. Triple Cabal coffers. We are in trouble. Alright. Happy early birthday to you, Liam. No worries. No need to apologize. Alright, so Karn. A random activation of Tormod script. Explosives. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like I'm not going to win this. Maybe the empty plane was just like the wrong move here. There's this factory? Okay. Let's cast this Consider. We don't need that. I can go to the graveyard. Wish. Alright, I think I'm just gonna flashback Gaze. Don't need these. Pass the turn. Yeah, Tyler, Karn is the worst. Although I think I might have had the wrong sideboard approach here, so this game might be my own fault. 12 mana. Yeah, what am I doing wasting my time here? Let's just go to the next one. Alright, Simon. I do not want you to say. Alright, let's board out at least 2 empty, so then we can bring back in the Force of Negation. Now we ask ourselves, is 1 empty better than, like, an Inquisition? I'm not sure. I think we could probably leave in 1. Alright. So, reveal our Lurrus. We need these games to go by a little faster. Not that I'm like trying to rush this stream, but I have about an hour left and this one match is taking too long. Alright. Turn and pass. Relic. Jeez. Okay. It's fine, I guess. Might be on the empty plan after all. Or try to build up to Ave, maybe? One of the things that I hate about people that play Relic is they always do it at like the most annoying times. It's like it's built into their blood that they have to use it in the most obnoxious way possible. Thanks for stopping by, Garrett. Alright, so we're just going to play Wishclaw here. Alright, Claw and pass. Yeah, Cole, it's probably, we're looking at Eve this game. We do need to find more Twiddles and Lotus Field for that to happen, but it's certainly possible. Right now I'm looking at Otherworldly Gaze as my card to pitch to Force Negation, so I'm not trying to cast that quite yet. Relic activation? Sure. Okay, so if they take the Wish, it makes the Ave line even more difficult. If they take Force Negation, they could play like a Chalice or a Karn. Twiddle, that's interesting. Okay. Draw. I think I'm just going to put Lurrus to hand here. Next turn we can play Lurrus. Start the beatdown. Map, okay. Remove our delta. They already have coffers. Okay, so they're probably getting map next turn. Or not map, Herborg. Draw. Bobble, that's a good one. Play Lurrus. The Bobble. Come on, cast. What are you doing? There we go. Bobble them. And they have a window here to sacrifice the relic. And they did not. Play the Bobble again. I'm just going to play my land here. And pass the turn. Cole, why do you think gazing in the upkeep was better than just, like, playing Lurrus? Like, it seems weird there that you would gaze instead of just playing the cat. So the empty here is actually a pretty good draw. Alright, remove the twiddle. Looks like they're going to go get Urborg. You got it. Alright, let's bobble them. Necromentia. Alright, draw bobble. Draw for turn. Play the bobble. So it's a little unfortunate that we drew double land there. Like, I know one of them is Lotus Field, but it stinks a little bit. Let's bobble ourselves. Another bobble. I think I'm just gonna empty here and then play Lotus Field. You could have, like, in theory, burned the gaze, but then you run the risk of, like, losing the game if you don't draw a blue card to pitch. Let's sack these. Oh no, damn it, I was reading your comment. I just missed out on 3 damage. But Cole, the point of having the other really gaze here is to pitch to the force. You run risk, like, it's just not necessary to open yourself up to that risk, especially when your opponent has a relic in play. Ah. If I lose this game by 3 damage, I'm gonna be so disappointed in myself. Cabal Coffer, so we know that they have Necromentia. So they have 9 mana available. So with 9 mana available, they can go Necromentia Karn EE. I don't know if that's even something they want to do, but it's a choice. Thought Distortion. Wow. Okay. Yikes. Sure. Thought Distortion, modern playable. Should I have been playing around that? Let's see what they name here. It should just be Wish. Underworld Breach. You got it. I don't know, Alex. I honestly don't know what's going on, but this match is taking so long and it's going so poorly. Part of me is just like, I should drop. I am not enjoying this. Modern was a huge mistake. Okay, so we drew another Lotus Field. Let's get in there, I guess. All right, pass the turn. Blast Zone is for, it comes into play with a counter, so it can't answer the goblins yet. A lot of mana. $12 mana in pool. Damnation, sure. I don't know why they added in. What does this do? Okay. Like they tapped a swamp when they didn't need to, and now I can theoretically win if I have like a good enough draw. Sure. We boarded out the second empty. So it is possible if I draw like Twiddle or Wish, we could theoretically maybe try to do something. Another fetch land is not it. Just have to pass here. Opponent is adding roughly infinite black mana to their mana pool. Walking Ballista for 7, so we were dead on their next turn. And they have a relic up. Draw. All right, so I'm going to concede here, and honestly, this match was so miserable that I think I'm done for the day. Not to be salty, I just didn't enjoy this, and my wife's going to be home shortly anyway. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please consider becoming a Patreon. Support the writers over at the Epic Storm.